Hey, how's it going, guys? NFZ back with another movie review. Last time it was Transformers, and this time it's Spider-Man Homecoming. I will do a spoiler-free part, and then I will cut into a spoiler review, and I'll let you know when the spoilers are coming. No worries. So, spoiler-free. This movie exceeded my expectations, and my expectations were very high. We saw Tom Holland in Captain America: Civil War, and he showed promise. He showed that he could be the most comic accurate Spider-Man yet, and that's exactly what he was in Spider-Man Homecoming. His Peter Parker was geeky enough to be Peter Parker, and his Spider-Man had, the jokes like he does in the comics, and it fit perfectly. I think, in my opinion, I think he's better than both Toby and Andrew, which I like all of them, don't get me wrong, and I'm not trying to start a war here, but I personally like Tom Holland the best. Um, Something the movie got a lot of criticism for before it even came out was Iron Man. Everyone said this is just going to be Iron Man 4 featuring Spider-Man. That was not at all the case. Iron Man was in the movie the appropriate amount. He was not overused at all, and it did not feel like an Iron Man movie at all whatsoever. So they did that perfectly fine. Another thing that was criticized was the movie trailers. Everyone said that it showed too much, that they didn't even have to see the movie because they already know what happens. Not true at all. A lot of the footage in the movie trailers did not make the cut for the movie, and there's a lot more to it than what the trailers show, as all trailers are. So that criticism, again, like the Iron Man criticism, was inaccurate. So this movie was a great movie. I'm definitely going to see it again a few more times probably. The humor was spot on. It was a funny movie, and it's supposed to be a funny movie. If you've ever read a Spider-Man comic, then you know that it's supposed to be funny. So everything was perfect as far as that goes. Nothing seemed too forced as far as Vulture goes. I thought they did him very well. I thought he's a very good villain. And overall, I still need to watch it again and, kind of digest it to, rank it as far as my favorite Spider-Man movies go. But for now, I'll give it like I'll say 9.5 out of 10 for now. And what is keeping it from 10 out of 10, I will reveal in the spoiler review, which is coming up soon. You heard me. Spoiler review coming. If you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to know what happens, stop watching the video. Spoiler review. Here we go. Here is what I did not like about the movie. Now here's this thing. Flash Thompson. I knew I wouldn't like it in the movie, and that didn't change at all. I was hoping, his portrayal would be better than it looked in the trailers. That was not the case. Flash Thompson was so inaccurate to the comics. In the comics, he's this big, blonde jock, not intelligent whatsoever, and a physical bully for Peter Parker. In Spider-Man Homecoming, he's a scrawny Indian who's intelligent. That's not Flash Thompson. I hated how they did Flash Thompson. I don't think it did him justice. Hopefully they're not gonna go and do an Agent Venom sort of thing, because that's not gonna work with this Flash Thompson. And which leads me to my next point: diversity. The diversity in this movie was so forced. If you look around Peter Parker, all of the people he's close to are someone from a different race, and it's ridiculous. I mean, diversity is necessary in a movie, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but it seemed too forced in this movie, with Flash Thompson being a prime example. And here's my biggest, the thing I hated the most about the movie. Michelle. Now, Michelle's character in the movie, I liked her. I thought she was good. No problems there. It's at the end, you know what I'm talking about, when she says, "Friends call me MJ." Time out. MJ, You mean like Mary Jane? Mary Jane Watson? Ever hear of her? That is not MJ, guys. Come on. Mary Jane Watson. That's who we call MJ. We don't call Michelle MJ. Michelle is a comic character, but she's not MJ in the comics. So clearly, by them adding that scene in, they're not... I don't think they're gonna end up adding Mary Jane Watson in the movie. In the future movies, I mean. Maybe the sequel, maybe the third one, I don't know. But she's probably not coming now that we have Michelle as MJ. And it sucks. I got excited when I saw that Liz was gone. Nothing against Liz. I thought she was a good character. Pretty hot. Not the point. But we, as fans, we like either Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane Watson. And those have been done in the past Spider-Man movies. I know they're trying to, be original here, switch it up a little bit. But they just totally bypassed that with Michelle as MJ. That made my heart drop. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But also with Michelle, I think that scene where they kind of hint to her political views, I hated that. When she refused to go into I don't remember where it was, the building, because she was like, oh, that was built by slaves. She's clearly very liberal in the movie. They made that known, and I don't like that. I think they should have kept that out. Keep all politics away from an entertainment movie. Sorry, that's just not necessary. I don't like that. Again, not trying to, offend anybody. I just want to keep politics away from entertainment. But you know how it is this day and age. So it makes sense. I hated how they added that. Anyway, we saw at the end. I did like how Vulture didn't tell the other prisoner that he knows who Spider-Man is. I'm guessing it's because he appreciates what Peter did by both saving his daughter and saving Vulture himself. Which I don't know if he's clearly, not clearly, but more than likely he'll return in the next movie. But I don't know if he's going to keep the fact that he's Peter Parker to himself, or we'll see what happens. But if you look at the other prisoner, I don't know his name, but if you look at his neck, you did see the Scorpion tattoo. What does that mean? Well, it's pretty clear. Scorpion is the next villain in the next Spider-Man movie, which, as we know, it's going to be a trilogy, unless they do end up making more, which I'm hoping they do, and they definitely can. But I do like that because Scorpion is someone we've not seen yet. I love Green Goblin, for example, but we want new villains. We don't want to keep, reusing the same ones. Maybe in the future, but we'll see. So I think it'll be very interesting to see how Scorpion turns out. Let's see. Captain America scenes were hilarious, especially if you stayed for the after credit scenes, that last one. I thought that was very funny and worth the wait for me. I loved the movie. I thought it was very funny, and I definitely am going to watch it several more times in theaters. And let's see, I think I've covered everything I really wanted to. Yeah, I guess that'll wrap it up for now. So I can't wait for the next Spider-Man movie or the next Marvel movie, which will be Thor. And next time we'll see Spider-Man should be in Infinity War. So that's it.